To compete in these championships, you need to have all parts of your game working. And right now, the biggest part that's not working for me is definitely my brain.
Stratman!
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 Gaming! Welcome back, all you Stratfans. Batty's here again for the second championship of Season 2 in the Run Good Tour. You can see we are playing at the course called 18 at Strawberry, which sounds delicious. If you have not done so yet, make sure you're subscribing to this channel so that you catch up on all of the action that you've missed. Because now, Batty is moving forward, so here we go. We are teeing off into a beautiful view here, straight into the sun. And that's how we like to start. This is a tricky par 4, which plays quite long, using only these pro clubs.
Looks like
I'll be happy with even a par on this opening hole. As you could see, not enough power to even get up that ridge. So we are left with quite the ridge to putt up, and we'll see if we can make a 2-putt for par. Up she goes. Get up there. Ooh. Leaving a little bit of a test here on the first hole. But we plopped it in there. I feel pretty good about taking par on that one. Batty's going to try to play smart. Because I don't want to flirt with those bunkers. So this leaves a pitch shot with the pitching wedge. So not close to the hole. Birdie putt on the way. Oh, come on. Ah, man. That one kind of serves me right for the not very good pitch shot. Now we have a tricky pin placement here, as I basically need to try and loft up on this 3 hybrid. Wind pushed it quite a bit more than I thought it would. And a big second shot coming up. Very unfortunate, as this will now be a very tricky par to make. Oh, pulled that one. And it just kept rolling. Another tough par to save here. And I pushed it way too far left. Yucky bogey. So really not a great start yet. +1 through 3.
bound for the short stuff.
Ooh, just stayed in the fairway. And let's see if we can turn this around. We got to play this smart. And these are the distances I need to improve my game. About 100 yards to the hole. It's into the wind. Slight downslope. Hopefully the wind compensates for that.
This one's looking good, folks.
And I like that shot a lot. So we had a bogey last hole. And we got it back with this beautiful birdie.
Decent putt.
That gets us back to even par. I can see that green is already quite tiny.
Fairway bound.
Look at that thing. Really tucked in there. I do not want to be short here, so I think I'm going to play the 7-iron, and we'll see if we can get it on the green. A long putt, but it's on there. Not a great spot for me to leave that, apparently. This putt is really going to start to move fast towards the hole. There, it starts to swing. Hold on. Oh, that was a pretty good line. I'll take that par. Moving back into a par 3 here. Another tricky pin. This course is already giving quite a good challenge.
Green.
Good hit. Hold on there. I like it. Pretty quick swing here to the right again. but then it starts to level out a little bit. So let's see if this is the right line to tap it in for birdie. Yeah, baby. I totally would have been happy with par on that hole. So birdie feels like a blessing.
Looking like it's finding
Right out into the fairway. Let's go. And again, we've got our sand wedge in hand. Wind is blowing a bit off to the left. I'm going to play it pretty much at the hole because of this slight slope that I'm on as well. Let's see if those counteract each other.
long.
Oh, wind took it a bit further than I anticipated. But it is a birdie putt. Delicate touch. Oh, I think that's too far. Yeah.
Ooh, I thought that.
That was one of those putts I knew I screwed up as soon as it came off the face. And I screwed that one up too.
Misses. And this for the bogey.
I am throwing up in my
Let's
mouth.
take a look at the action on the.
What an absolutely terrible way to follow up a couple of really strong birdies. I'm a turd. Big turd.
Happy with
Let's see if this 9-iron works all right. As I want to get on that top ridge.
and going with and this
That
one's
should be up
towards
there.
the green.
With a putt. Don't want to go far past that hole, so the distance control is key.
Ooh,
And I'll take that.
par.
That's a par, which is definitely better than that bogey. So we're coming into the 9th hole here, sitting at even par. After a couple really good birdies and a couple of really awful bogeys. They level each other out. It would have been nice to be a couple strokes under par at 9, but you can't get everything you want in life. Like being in the fairway would have been nice. Now I have to try to pitch this up onto that top level. Good first hop. Just left of the pin. Well, we're having quite a few birdie putts, but unfortunately still sitting at even par. Let's see if this one goes. It does not. Wow. I am really not reading these greens. Oh my.
How things are
To compete in these championships, you need to have all parts of your game working.
out.
And right now, the biggest part that's not working for me is definitely my brain. Here we go, second shot.
Going may be a bit long, folks.
Ever so slightly. Move left to right. And then just back right to left, right by the hole. Let's see if that works. It would have worked perfectly if I hit it.
And definitely.
Still even par. Getting kinda irritated right now. I need to get back on this birdie train real quick. Because I think my ticket is about to expire. The ball is quite a bit above my feet here. I'm going to take a pitching wedge. I'm going to try to get it to hit short and hop on.
Going with the pitching.
Hop on. And I think I'm going to try to putt out of this rough. Is it going to roll back? Oh, that stayed pretty straight there.
Ooh.
But we got the par and getting the heck out of there. Let's try to get to 2 under.
Yeah, here.
And I think a 2 under score is manageable here. It all starts with making a bird on this short par 5. This sets up potentially nice. And we're going to take our sand wedge and put a bunch of loft onto it. Hitting short. That's a decent putt. And we got that bird.
Finishing the hole with a solid putt.
Thank you. That's 1. But now we followed up with a tricky par 3 again. And see if this works out. Pretty good line if it kicks a bit right. It stayed straight.
Out ahead.
Very tricky to control this distance here, as too far past that hole could be a doozy of a par putt. Move to the right. I was so nervous about that speed.
And that could
I'll
just
take the
be-
par. I don't care. Just get me out of this hole. Currently, the weakest part of my game is my putting. For this round, anyway.
and 40
Some
yards
days,
to go.
Batty is just dialed in on the putter. Today is not one of those putting days for the Stratman. I think I'm gonna have to try to get real close to this hole to give myself a chance at making a dang putt.
Going pretty good.
Ah, it's pretty good.
Got approach to do.
This is a chance at a birdie here. And see if that late break curls in.
And that putt will
Lovely. That plops it to 2 under through 14 holes. We're going to slightly dial back on this tee shot so as not to flirt with those bunkers and the rough. And I am very conservatively trying to play this one as a par. Just like that.
footer.
And now I want to be a bit greedy and take this birdie. It doesn't want me to. But Batty's putting on his fighting gloves. Come on, give me your bird. Yeah, bugger. That is 3 under now. Just to get over this creek.
Out here.
Beauty. Now that really rough front 9 is kind of dampening the mood here. But we're fighting back. And with the wind that's blowing from the back and right to left, I think this 5-iron might be the right play. And I was wrong. Not great. Not great at all there.
And the par putt.
Not hard at all. 17th hole is a tricky par 3. And although I misread the wind last time, I'm going to try and flirt with it again.
Going.
Huh.
And that's too bad.
Really not
That's
too
been
sure
doing, pretty good hitting those greens
why that
so
wind wasn't
far.
helping push it forward. But now we're left with a little flop shot here that we'll see what we can do with it. That's a tap-in par. It's a pretty aggressive line. I like that one.
Now we're gonna take
So here we are on the 18th hole. Ooh, there we go. And now we can go after it to get up on this par 5 and 2.
I think
What's the hop? Oh, good hop. That actually worked out all right. So we have an eagle putt that I'm going to try to be smart. Try to set up a manageable birdie putt. So I'll be even slightly more delicate than I anticipate. And that's a pretty good speed. Oh, and a really good line.
that was very close.
I love tap-in birds on 18. Oh, yeah. And there we have a 4 under par on the opening round of 18 at Strawberry. Delicious. Could have been even better if the fruits of my labor would not have been screwed over at the first 9 holes. So come back for the next round. We'll see how that goes.
Can the Stratman savor some sweet strawberry success? Or will the berry be very scary? Find out tomorrow. Same golf course, same YouTube channel.
If you haven't done so yet, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you're checking out any of those previous rounds. Your support is gonna keep Batty fighting through these periodic aggravations.